Hello and happy Tuesday. It is February 20th. I am MJ and this is a general reading for the collective. And today I'm using my Raven Stream Tarot. And let's dive in here and see what we have going on energetically speaking. This fine Tuesday. All right. The first card I'm going to pull is that energy is influencing us. That's that energy behind our mood, our decisions, how we relate with one another. Then we'll take a look at the situation and we'll see how that influencing energy plays a role in the situation. Then we'll open up the door to the uninvited house guest. That's the external influence. And we'll see what they contribute. How does their energy impact what we have going on up here? And how do we mesh with it when we think about the influencing energy playing its part? Then we'll wrap it all up with some words of advice. All right, let's dive in here, shall we? Alrighty here. So the first card is that influencing energy. So we're starting off here with, ooh, look at this. We have this energy of the world. So when we're in this energy, we can feel it. It feels as though something's coming to a close, but it's not just coming to a close. It's coming to a close on a positive note. Like we've worked so hard. You can see the end is near. It's just within grasp. And it's that feeling of like knowing that it's going to end beautifully, right? That we couldn't have asked for a better outcome. Everyone feels just at peace. It's like, oh, that collective sigh of relief. Having the World card influencing us today has us thinking about all of that hard work maybe that brought us to this point, right? All of that energy that it took to reach that successful conclusion. But also it has us thinking about the future, because now that we're able to appreciate this work, we know that there's something else out there for us. But we're in this moment of just enjoying it, right? Of knowing that we finally made it. This is it. Success is ours. There's this reason to celebrate with the world energy. So lean into it today. Lean into it and let it just sort of envelop you, because when you have this energy present, it makes you feel as though all that work that you've put into something it's been worthwhile, right? It wasn't for naught. It wasn't just an exercise in futility. It was actually building to this moment, this great crescendo. And so here you have this energy supporting you, making you feel accomplished, making you feel enthusiastic about what you've been able to achieve, and knowing that once you have that success under your belt, the next project, the next goal is all the easier. Okay, so let's see what we have coming up here. So coming up, hey, look who shows up again. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So just like yesterday, very odd. She's a very persistent and yet loving creature, right? She wants to see you succeed. So here you have this feeling of accomplishment, and then you're walking into this situation where you encounter this lovely, very supportive Queen of Pentacles. So you're walking in feeling good. You're meeting someone who wants to nurture and show you their support, to ensure that you feel secure in your surroundings, to ensure that you feel comfortable, right, in the material world. So, wow, this is a great way to start. I mean, so far the week is shaping up pretty nicely here. We're feeling good. We're feeling confident about what we can achieve. And then we're also meeting a supportive force that's there to help us feel even better about our decisions, feel even more secure in where we stand. So let's see who's showing up here. Who's knocking on the door? You know, also, when you have this success under your belt, and then when you meet this energy of the Queen of Pentacles, she's already receptive to helping you, but now you have this proof that you're able to find success, that you're able to put in that hard work and be determined, and to reach that ending, to reach that conclusion, you know, and to go through all of the trials and you know, obstacles that it took to get you there. Not only do you find the success or that feeling of success that the world brings you, you also are able to connect with someone who understands that that hard work meant something and it led up to a victory. And then they have the resources to help you take that victory the next leg of the trip. So coming in, you know, we have the Seven of Cups showing up. So maybe this is a good time to kind of think about all of your options. I mean, not to say to get lost in them, right? But I find like when you have a success, or when you reach a level of success, when you've been able to prove to yourself and to others that you're able to achieve something, dreaming a little bit bigger is a lot easier. And it's not just that you're letting you know, fantasy get in the way. You're able to understand that you can do more, right? That you're more receptive to bigger ideas. And so, or maybe even just expanding some of the ideas that you already have, right? You're able to get that vision for what the future can hold. So when the Seven of Cups comes in, you know, I kind of do feel like this does open the door perhaps to expanding your idea of what your goals might look like or what the future might hold. But it does also hold, you know, I'll say like there's this caveat with it. So yes, it expands your vision, maybe you dream a little bit bigger, but it also makes it a little bit more enticing to fall into the trap of fantasy. And we don't want to do that because we already have the success. We have the support of the Queen of Pentacles. We want to stay moving forward. We want to stay in action. And sometimes the Seven of Cups leaves us thinking more rather than acting on, you know, so we might be, you know, resting on our laurels maybe a little bit, especially coming off of this victory, and then knowing that we have support behind us, we might not feel so hungry, right? We might not feel as motivated because we do have that support. Pay attention to where you're not putting in the work any longer, right? Pay attention to where you might find yourself assuming, you know, that, well, I already reached this victory, I don't have to keep going, you know, I don't have to keep working. So there is this risk of a lazy maker kind of coming in, right? Where you kind of just focus on all of the wonderful things that you could, you know, achieve, but you're not putting in that work. So just pay attention to that. Although the situation here with the Queen of Pentacles is that you have the support that you need. So if you are going to dream big, which is what the Seven of Cups brings us here, is this opportunity to expand our dreams, expand those fantasies. But at the same time, she offers you what you need to bring that into reality. You just have to put in the work, right? She's not going to do the work for you, but she is going to ensure that you have all the resources that you need to see that success. So let's see what's coming up here. Okay. So coming up, oh, that's lovely. We have this energy of the Six of Cups. And you can see this raven's looking out at this swan with the little babies in tow. And it's looking back, thinking about its own childhood. And that feeling of being nurtured, that feeling of being comforted and supported and guided. Lean into that today, lean into that youthful energy. Maybe think about some of the things that brought you joy as a child. Maybe there are some dreams that you had as a child that now you're in the position to realize. It's funny how we have goals when we're kids, and then we sort of forget about those goals. Those things that we want for ourselves, our adult selves, that often get pushed under the rug because we are adulting. But now that you have the success and now that you have the support, maybe one of the dreams that you're thinking about is something that speaks to that inner child, to that kid inside of you who had big goals, big aspirations. So think about how maybe you can feed that yearning of your past self as well as you're building this new future, because the world does bring that success, but it also brings a closure. So you're feeling this sense of closure with the world. You're feeling like you're ending on a high note, but you're going to start something new here, and the Queen of Pentacles is there to help usher that time in. This is a time to think about your future, but the goal here is to act and not become lost in the fantasy. And sometimes we do need to travel back in time. Sometimes we have to think about what was important to us back then, because we lose sight of those things as we grow up. Maybe there's some lesson there from the past that's worth exploring today. Anyway, I hope this makes sense. Peace, and I will talk with you tomorrow. Bye.